Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing tonight? Welcome to my channel. I was cleaning my craft room and thought I would work on this I have a little pile of things to put into my personal journal and my Happy Mail journal or my friend journal. And so I realized I needed to work on this project, and one that I've been putting off, but I really have been wanting to do it. And that is to recover this Better Homes and Gardens cookbook, 5-ring binder. I have made these into journals before, but the ones I made into journals were like in perfect condition, clean, pretty, even though they're old or whatever age they were just like in perfect condition, and I was just able to use it as is. So this one I picked out from my own personal journal because I love it, and I wish I could leave it like this, but it is very grungy. I cleaned it as best I could, but this is as clean as it's going to get. I mean, there's just, I don't know what's on here. And I could leave it like this. I mean, it's clean. I washed it, but I really want to just make it pretty again, and bring it back to life. So I have this kit that I'm using. This is called Happiness is Homemade. It's an Echo Park Paper Company kit, and it's called, Happiness is Homemade. Here's, you can see the little sentiments it has here: menus, family recipes. And so I already picked out a piece of paper for the front. It's double-sided paper, but I like this one for the front. It just looks really pretty, and I want to put this gingham fabric on the spine. So I thought this would look really pretty with this yellow. Bright and pretty, right? So the first step I'm going to do is cut a piece to go over the cover. So I was getting this ready, and it's just going to go from the spine over. So I'm kind of like just fitting it up to the spine here, and I can kind of see it from this side too. So I have it on the spine right here. I've got about 1 inch on either side here. So I'm going to leave that because I want to fold that over, okay? But I need to cut this off a little bit. This is too much right here. Okay, so I'm going to make a little line here and kind of like just, okay, I don't need to really measure. I want about 1 inch over here too. So I'm going to make a line with my pencil right here where I want to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. I've got my paper cutter right here and cut this off. So this is kind of an experiment with me. I've covered books before, but never a binder of any kind. Like I said, whenever I use a binder, I use it as is to make a journal. So I thought this would be a fun experiment for, experience for me to do, and for me to do with you all, with my friends. So, so we're doing it. Okay, so this paper does have, an up and down. So this is up. I want to make sure I don't glue or whatever the teacups here and teapots upside down. So it going to go like this. Okay, and I want it to start, like I said, over here. So first of all, I'm going to just open it up again and match it up to my spine. Put my inch on the top and the bottom. Move that up a little bit, and I want to, let me go ahead and fold it and see how that's going to go, because this is a cardstocky, a scrapbook paper. It's not just paper, and so I want to see how this is going to fold. What I'm going to need to do to the corners. I'm going to need to cut a little bit off there because that's going to be way too bulky. I'm going to have to, cut the corners off. Okay, excuse this cut on my arm here. If you could see, you can probably see it. I cut my arm on a cabinet, believe it or not. I was cleaning out the inside of a cabinet. That's what I get for cleaning, right? And I somehow scraped my arm on the hinge, and it just, I didn't even know it cut me, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, what is going on here? I have a cut. It didn't hurt or anything. I just like scraped my arm, and all of a sudden there it was. So anyway, it doesn't hurt or anything. I'm just recovering from scraping my arm, right? That's to heal. So anyway, okay. So I've got those two folds. Let's fold this one here, or at least make a little crease here where I'm going to have to cut my corners off. because like this is going to be covered in here, right in here. This is going to be covered. So let me go ahead and cut this off a little bit. I'm just going to, let me see how I want to cut it off. There's a couple different ways to do this, and I've done it. I think I've done it both the ways that I know how to cut off the corners. You can either cut a catty corner, or just cut this piece off right here, which is what I think I'm going to do this time. I want to try that. I think that might be best for this paper. So I'm just going to cut. I made a little fold right here just now. I think maybe you saw that. I'm going to cut this little corner off right here. Okay, and then the same thing on this side. About right there. I always say to myself, I can always cut more off, but I can't put it back on. So I'd rather cut off a smaller piece than I need than cut off too much. In this case anyway. So yeah, so it's going like this. And like this. Okay, so we've got our two folds here, and then let's see, you gotta get it right up to the spine, right up to that fold here where the spine meets the cover, the front cover. And then we're also going to fold this over. This is very stiff cardstock. Okay, now I see I have a little bit more to cut off right here, which I will do in a second. I just want to decide what I'm going to fold over first. Okay, am I going to fold the side over or the top over? Let me try it this way and see what I like. If I like, which way I like it better. It doesn't really matter because it's going to be covered up, but I just want to see. Okay, it doesn't really matter which way, I don't think. I just need to, I need to, see this is, there's too much here. I need to cut this off. That's good. And I think I also need to just make a little, I'm trying to stay in frame here. Make a little thing like this here, and I'll make a little corner kind of cut right here too. I think that'll help it fold easier. Okay, I think I've seen people do that. And it makes sense. Okay, so let's try it again and see how we like it now with that. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a lot better. Let me see if I need to make any more cuts, because I want it to cover, but I am going to cover this, so it doesn't really matter if it totally covers. So I'm going to make another cut right here, and I think that'll be perfect. Another cut right here, a little catty corner cut here and here. Okay, so you can see how it is. That's what we ended up with. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this on. It's going to look like this. Over here, I think it will be good. It's this is going to be covered with fabric right on the edge here, so I think that'll be good. Okay, so I thought I would use, I mean, I could use art glitter glue, but I think I'm going to try to use some Fabri-Tac. I mean, I guess it would be good to, you know, experiment with the Fabri-Tac on this one, since it's mine, and then see how it is. I just don't want it to be lumpy. You know what I mean? I want it to be smooth. So, I don't know. I've got to think about this for a second. I have this glue here, Craft Bond Quick Glue, Fast Drying, Dries Clear. This might be good too. I do need to use this up because I bought it and I haven't used it hardly. Let me get a piece of scrap here. I can see if it's going to come out. for me. I might just use this and as a way of using this up. I have this and some other glue here. I need to use Aleene's Clear Gel Tacky Glue. I like the idea of using this better because I think this would be smoother. If I can get it to come out. Like I said, I haven't used it in a while. And maybe that's why I stopped using it, because it won't come out, right? Feels like this lid's gonna, nope, okay. If you're not gonna come out, we're not gonna use you. I can use my, now that I'm saying it, I want a smooth glue under here, right? I'm afraid that yeah, this is not coming out. Maybe that's why I stopped using it. Okay. Maybe that's why I stopped using it. And but now that I'm saying I want a smooth glue, I think I want to use my art glitter glue instead of my tacky glue. Because you know how tacky glue, not tacky glue, but Fabri-Tac dries so fast that it could be lumpy. And I'll have an easier time of getting this to be smooth, right? So, but I do want to work fast because this does dry fast too. And, you know, by the time I get this covered with glue, that will be, you know, like the top. If I cover this top half with glue first and then do the bottom half, the top half could be too dry for me to stick down my paper. So I've got to work a little quick. So I'm going to do that right now. Just kind of go quickly around. And I want it to be, this to be a practice in case I need to do this in the future for journals I want to put in my Etsy. I want to know, you know, this is my practice journal right here on how to make this right. You know, I like everything to be right, sturdy, and you know, I kind of like have the attitude as I want it to be like professional almost, which is not to say it has to be perfect. You know what I mean? Like, that's a junk journal, doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to be well made. I guess maybe that's a better word for it, well made. So I'm always striving to make each journal better and learn new things and new techniques. Okay, so I think that's enough glue, and I think we're good to go with our gluing. So we're right side up. So let's do it. Put our little page on here and get it in place before it starts drying here. Okay. Yep, I pushed my cover up inside the fold that we already made on the side, on the top, and on the bottom. Okay, so I think it's basically on there. I just want to, we're going to deal with the inside in a minute. I just want to get this down real good. Okay. It's going to be pretty, right? Okay. Now let's do the inside gluing of the pages here. Let's see if we got it right. I think we do. Yep. Okay. Because we can make other cuts if we need to before we glue these flaps down. We can make more cuts if we need to cut anything else off. So I'm folding this up again just to make sure I have my fold line here that's coming over the edge. And I see I need another cut right here on this edge. I didn't cut enough off, so I'm going to make another cut right here. Now that I have it on and glued on, it kind of changed position a little bit, even though we have it in the right space. See, that's going to be nice. And then that's going to be nice. Okay. So, and this is going to be covered up, like we said. So let's go ahead and glue this down. Now this is, I kind of would like to use some Fabri-Tac inside here, because this is going to pull up. You see how this is just strong cardstock, and it's going to want to pull up. This is a little bit I wouldn't say, it's a little bit, it's not glossy, but it's a little bit like, I don't know if the art glitter glue will actually hold it down. And this glue, this Fabri-Tac, I think is what's needed here to hold this down. And I might even have to put a binder clip on here or something to hold it down while it dries, so it doesn't pop up, because that's, you know, you can see it popping up right now. So actually, let me pull out some binder clips. I have some right here. Let's see, because I think we're going to need those. Okay, so let's try this. Have I opened this one? Let me see. Oh, I haven't opened this one. That's why it's not. I have one that I brought to work today that I left at work. Okay, so my seal is broken here. But so let me I'm making a mess. Yes, I am. So some glue is starting to seep out there under the, you know, under the seal. But I want to leave my seal on, because that, if you don't know that trick, you've probably heard it, but if you haven't, you can poke a little hole in this seal and leave the seal on, and then your glue won't volcano. So let me grab my awl here. I have one right here, a bigger one, that I can make a decent hole with, and make a little hole in the middle here. Okay, I want glue to come out, but I don't want it to volcano. So I'm going to try that, see if that lets enough glue out right there. Just made a little hole. Okay. Yeah, I left my other one at work today. When I got home, I realized, oh my goodness, I left it at work. It's fine, but I do need it. I did need it tonight. So fortunately, I had another one. I already have my backup here, because that one that I left at work is almost empty. So there we go. Perfect. Yep. Okay, so I'm putting some right in the where the binder cover meets the paper, and then all around on the paper. And I had already put some on there, the glue that leaked out. I put that on there, so there's lots of glue on this piece right here. Let's see how it glues down without the binder clips first of all. See how good this Fabri-Tac holds it down without any binder clips on there. No glue is seeping out, so I guess I didn't really put too much on there. Okay, and it's holding pretty good. I'm surprised. I mean, I really thought I would need a binder clip. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, but I do need to wipe my hands off. Let me grab a little wipe here. Okay. Okay, wipe my fingers off a little bit. Okay, so this is coming up, it's very, very slight, but I can put it back, push it back down, and see if I think I need my binder clips. I have them handy right there. Okay, let's go ahead and get this side right here. Well, no, let's go do the bottom first. Okay, same thing with glue in the, right where the cover meets the paper. And then we're just going to put it all over like we did on that one. Since it glued down so good, I thought I had too much on there, but apparently it's the perfect amount. And I'll keep pushing on that and make sure it's not coming up while we're working on it. And then after the video, I'll check it and make sure and see if it needs a binder clip overnight, but it looks like it's going to be fine. Okay, so then we're just folding this over. Okay, that piece looks good. Let's check our fold. That looks good. Check our fold here. This looks really good, right? And you see that right here? Looks really good. Okay, now let's get this piece over here. We're going to glue this down. And just again, where the paper is meeting the book cover, right there in that little crevice kind of, and then all over, especially on the edge. I could put a big, kind of a good sized bead there on the edge, and then fill in the center. Okay. And if it seeps out here, we're covering this anyway, but we do want it, I do want it smooth. I don't want any lumps under there. Okay, now we're folding this over. And you see it's overlapping on the corners here, which is what I wanted. Pressing the corners down. Okay. So let's just hold that for a second while it starts to hold itself down. Pressing on the edges real good. Okay. Sorry to hold my hand in such a weird position. I just have glue and I don't want to get glue in the wrong places, right? It looks good. This right here is trying to come up. Might need to put a little glue there or a binder clip. That one's holding down. Okay, so far so good. It looks good and pretty. Okay, our next mission will be the back cover. So we might have to do this in stages. As you can see, it takes a little while, and I haven't even really picked out a paper for the back cover. So let's look at our papers. I don't know if I have another one of these. Let's see, something to go with this. Of course, this is going to coordinate because it's a whole kit, right? So let's pick out a coordinating at least. If we don't have the same paper, we'll pick out a coordinating paper. But let's just see what we have. This is the front cover with the journaling cards. I want to keep the journaling cards. This is, let's see our paper here. Let's see our paper, what we need to coordinate with. Here's the paper over here, and we're going to coordinate with that even if we don't have the same paper. Another one of these same papers. Pretty flowers. Green. I'll know when I see it, right? You know what I mean? Like, when I saw this one, I was like, that's the front cover. That could be really pretty. I kind of want something more kitchen-y. Like, I like this, but it's a little light. I would like something with more color, and it has to coordinate with my red and white gingham that I'm putting on the spine. And I'm doing that to keep, you know, it goes back to the gingham or plaid, red and white plaid on the Better Homes and Gardens. I want to pay homage to that, you know, and keep that red and white to remember what it was. And this could be cool, very kitchen-y. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Not that one. This could be cool. That's a possibility, but it's not grabbing me yet. Let's see what else. This is pretty. That would be pretty. That would be really pretty on the back. I hate to cover this up, though. This is awesome. Let's see. This is a possibility. And would it look good with the red and white gingham? It would be another red. So I don't know about that. So I might have to go with this one to go with the red and white gingham. That would go. Yeah, so far this one's my favorite, but let's see what else we have. We've got little mixers here, little old-fashioned hand mixers, the stripes. I think this is too light. I want more color. This is pink. I don't really like this one with the red and white gingham. Let's see about the red and white gingham with this one. I don't know. It's polka dots. I mean, I could do it. I mean, I don't have anything against the polka dots as far as... Oh, here we go. Let's see what this does. What's on the back of this one? Oh, yellow gingham. Huh. Now that's a possibility. That goes. Look at yellow, yellow. But I have these pretty cookie jars or you know, canisters on this side. It says tea, sugar, and flour. And as a backup, or also an alternative, I have this paper pad here in case I wanted to use something from here, but I don't know. Oh, there is a gold in here. Gold. This is a whole paper pad of cardstock that is gingham. So let's see. See this gold color right here? That would go if I have some of these in here. Let's see what I have in here. Let's see. I'm trying to maneuver things here with this big 12 by 12 sheets. It's kind of like they take up a lot of room. Red and white gingham. This is like a pink and white, almost red. And then there's a red. Let's see if we have that gold. I think that's orange there, isn't it? I think that's orange. And then I'm looking for that gold. I think there's a yellow and a gold. So I think this might be the yellow. Let's see where the gold is. Is that all yellow? Yeah, I think that's all the same color. I don't see that gold. Okay, so are these the same color? Yellow, 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 yellow. Huh, okay, so that's, I mean, you're not going to see it, but I just really like that other one because it's the same color, so that is not going to work for me. So it's going to be possibly this one. This one I don't want to use because I want to use these journaling cards somewhere else. This is teapots and teacups. Now this is a possibility. Well, I really like this recipes here, though. I kind of wanted to keep that possibly for the front cover. But this would match too. I think I'm not going to use that. I think I'm going to go with this right here. I think this will be perfect for the back. Unless, well, this would go with this better than this, you know, gingham on gingham. Okay, I think I'm going to have to give this up. I hate to, but unless I find a different fabric for the spine, which I really wanted that red and white gingham for the spine. So unless I use this for the other side, and this would go with this. Okay. Sorry, decisions, right? Which one do we like better? They're very similar. Very similar. This one has more color. You're not going to see this from the front, you know, it's just front and back. Huh, very hard decision. I didn't know this would be so hard. And this is just, I really like this, but I can't put that with that, right? I would need to get something different on the spine. Wow, I had no idea this would be so hard. All right, Sherry, make a decision. Sorry, you guys. This is important. It's going to be on here for a long time, forever. Gosh, I really, really like this one. I think I might have to find a different fabric for the spine because I love this one on here. All right. We won't have time to do the fabric anyway. I've got to cut it, so I will pick out a different fabric for the spine. That's all. So let's go ahead and do this. And then we'll do a second part 2 will be the fabric and whatever else we can do the fabric probably and the inside pieces. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll measure again like we did the first piece. And maybe a little quicker this time since I've already done it once. We're going to get our piece of paper right next to our spine here. Oh, you know what? I need to cut this little strip off right here at the bottom. Let me cut that off. Quick like a bunny. Did you guys say that to your kids when they were little? Quick like a bunny. Get in the car, quick like a bunny. Get your backpack and your shoes, quick like a bunny. I just hadn't said that in so long. I just realized, I just said it and I was like, oh, brings back some memories. Okay, so we are measuring. This doesn't have an up or a down because we're using the gingham because I love it. And so we're going to put this on the spine, measure where we have our top and our bottom. It's about an inch, I would say, on each end, top and bottom. Okay, get it to the spine and make a mark where we're going to cut about an inch over for our flap, our flap. Let's see, about right there. Should be good. Okay, make sure everything's flush here. Okay. See, we're going to do this one in a matter of minutes here, where the other one took us 20 minutes. Okay. Now we are folding. We are folding and folding. Top, bottom, side. Let's see, let's do it like this. Okay. And what we did on this side, the other side was, we ended up, let's see, where's my scissors? I cut a little corner off here. I cut this corner off first, like this. Top and bottom. I'm trying to see where my fold is. Right here. Okay, yeah, there's my fold right there. Okay. And now we cut our angles like we did on the bottom part. Just an angle here, angle here, angle here. Nope, nope, nope. Don't get carried away. Don't get carried away, Sherry. Angle here. Did you see that? I almost cut the wrong place. Okay. I think that will be good. Hopefully, we can always cut more off. And now we're going to glue. See how much quicker the second one is? Now that I've figured it out. I think I have anyway, right? Okay, so we're going to put on some art glitter glue. Figured out which glue I want to use now. Have it all ready. And I didn't put my pin in there, so hopefully it's not. Yeah, here it comes. I'm going to do it quick again, like we did the first time. Do it quick so it doesn't dry up while we're putting glue on. I like to get a lot on the edges if possible. Here. It's going to look a little better, right? A little prettier than it does now. Okay, all over. Come on, glitter glue. I don't need a whole lot on there, but I need enough to hold this down securely forever. That's all. Just forever is all I'm asking. Alright, I think we're good to go. My hand hurts now, so I'm just squeezing that glue. Okay, now Let's open our book up and get this in the right spot before it glues down. And our folds top and bottom. Okay, I think we're good. Open it back up, see how it looks. Okay, see fabric's going overlapping here and on the front, so this is fine. It's perfect. Matches the front. Yay! Okay, let's glue our flaps down. Fabri-Tac to the rescue. Getting it in our little seam there, or where the paper meets the cover, our outer edges, and then in the middle. Okay, is that enough? Are you going to cooperate again with me? So good, like you did the first time. So cool, right? Awesome. Fabri-Tac. That's why we love it. It's awesome. Okay. Don't even need binder clips, because Fabri-Tac is awesome. Okay, now that bottom flap. You're going to be so pretty. I can't wait to see you done. Okay, so cool. Okay, next flap. Let's get it down. So if you so choose to do a binder with me, you can catch up after you see this video, get yours out, and get to this stage with me. And then next time I come back, we'll be doing, like I said, the fabric on the spine, because I have to go pick out a new fabric now since I decided to use this. Now this is coming up a little. Let me put this back down. I'm probably getting in a hurry, and I probably should have held this down for a second. But we're going to hold it down right now with this other flap. But yeah, I'm going to pick out some new fabric to go on the spine. I'm probably going to cut it to fit. It's just going to fit. I don't think I need to try to overlap around the notebook rings, the binder rings. So just be going on the outside if you want to go ahead and measure a piece of fabric for yours if you're doing this. It's going to go on the outside and overlap the the paper that we put on here on the front cover. I'm going to overlap it on the front and the back. And I'm also going to pick out some papers to put in here and put right, it'll cover up this little bit, probably a little bit of this show, but it'll go right up to the edge, except a little bit. I wanted to coordinate and let this show a little bit. And so it'll go right over to the edge of this, the spine, where the spine meets the covers on the inside too. So that's going to be our next step in the next video. Let me show you what we got done here. Make sure this is sticking down. Yep. Yeah, everything's sticking good. Looks good on the inside, right? Isn't that cool? Here's the front cover. Here's the back cover. So pretty. Here's the side. Looks nice on here. Everything looks good. I love it. So much better, right? Okay, I'll let you go. I'm going to go admire my cover now and look for some fabric. And I hope you enjoyed that. I totally enjoyed doing it. So I'll see y'all next time. Happy crafting and have a good night.